All right, Big Blue fans. You know this is Big Pat Sports Talk with the news conference from Mr. Dave Gettleman and Mr. Joe Judge today. I'm gonna give you my takes and what I take from the press conference today. So tune in and let's get it.
I feel super high.
All right, what's going on YouTube? What's going on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? It's your boy Big Pat, Big Pat Sports Talk. You know I'm gonna talk my talk no matter what anybody thought, and I'm gonna give you some of my observations from the press conference today from Mr. Joe Judge and Dave Gettleman. First and foremost, those reporters are a-holes towards Dave Gettleman all the time. What's the question? Are you an old GM? That's dumb, man. You making fun of the man's age. The man actually looks pretty good for his age, and he had the Just for Men working, he had the black working, he had the salt and pepper working today. But I like some things they said from the press conference, and obviously, you know, they're going to franchise Leonard Williams. I already told you guys he was the main priority for us this offseason. He's going to get signed. They're just working out the numbers, crunching out the numbers. Hopefully they can get it done before the free agency season begins. But for now, he's on the franchise tag at $19.5 million, which all pretty much guarantees that all the resources that we get, we're going to use to bring Leonard Williams back. I also think that means that Dalvin Tomlinson won't be back with us. There's still a slight chance he can, but it's going to have to be a lot of reworking of contracts and things. And as Dave Gettleman said in his press conference, he really doesn't believe in restructuring contracts because, like you said, it's kicking the can. You're just making a serious problem for yourself later down the road. So I don't believe they'll be restructuring contracts. They can't prove me wrong. Some candidates to restructure is probably Blake Martinez and James Bradbury. But to get on some things that I love what Joe Judge does, man. He's a great coach. He's a great leader. He's a great interviewer. He's straight to the point. He doesn't mess around. I like what he said. This is not fantasy football. We're just not going to grab players and just try to plug them in and hope they work. No, they're going to do their due diligence. They're going to do their homework and find out who actually makes sense to bring in to New York. So don't hope for huge splashes everywhere and them doing major things to rework contracts to bring major players in. That's not what he's about. It's not the culture that he wants to bring to this team. And they're teachers, so they believe they can teach their players to become the best that they can be at what they do. And that's how you build a team. You don't build a team through free agency. Like he said, it's not fantasy football. This ain't Madden. You build through the draft, and you visualize what those players can be and what they do best, and you visualize what that can do for your team. And if it can help your team in some sort of way, that's what they're going to do. That's what we did last year with Patrick Graham's defense. We didn't have superstars all over the field, but we had one of the top ranked defenses in the league. That's what they do. So don't expect some huge offseason from the New York Giants. I believe we're going to sign our own, and I believe we're going to work through the draft this year. My ordeal on the Leonard Williams being franchise tag, believe is a great move. I don't agree with giving him over $20 million a year, but hey, the man has earned his money. He's earned his contract, and I'll be real with you. He is an important piece to this defense. I gotta be real with you. If we lose Dalvin Tomlinson, we can slide Dexter Lawrence to that spot. Maybe BJ Hill or McIntosh, or if we keep Jabal Shear, can work that other DN position in the 3-4 that we run. But he is a valuable piece to our team, and shout out to Dave Gettleman for giving up only a third-round pick to get a franchise player. I mean, Giants Twitter, you always bash the man, but that trade worked. It absolutely worked. You can't say anything bad about the trade. The man came in and he produced. You know, Dave Gettleman loves the hog mollies, and he can pick some hog mollies. Kawan Short, he's another defensive tackle that he picked. Gerald McCoy, when he played for the Panthers, another defensive tackle that he picked. He's always got good hog mollies. He does have a good track record on that. And I believe they did what they had to do. They're still going to be crunching the numbers. Hopefully they can get it done before free agency. Now, another thing that I predicted, we're going to go young at the offensive line. They didn't come right out and say it, but they continue to say that we have a young offensive line. So basically what that means is Kevin Zeitler and Nate Solder are gone. We're going to roll with Andrew Thomas, Hernandez, Gates, Lemieux, and Matt Pert. I told you Matt Pert, when we picked him in the third round, was a good pick. He's actually a great pick, man. There's great value there, and he has the ability to start at right tackle, people. You got to give that man a chance. They say you got to let the young players develop. You got to let them play. Translation, old guys, Kevin Zeitler, Nate Solder with huge cap numbers, you pretty much are gone. And they're not restructuring contracts, so that means either they're going to be traded or they're going to be gone. And it's going to be hard to get somebody to trade for Nate Solder, so I believe he's going to be a post-June cut. They're going to save that $10 million to get their draft pick signed, and they're going to cut Kevin Zeitler. And there's a few more cuts that's going to be coming, man. Like a Riley Dixon, I believe he's going to be cut. You know, Spencer Pulley's going to be cut. It's a couple of other players that might be cut, man. So be on the lookout for that. But what I got out of the press conference, man, is that we're not going to go crazy in free agency, people. So don't get mad if they don't go out there and throw a boatload of money at Kenny Galladay. I don't see that happening. I really don't. We actually have to get the cap space to get the franchise tag at $19.5 million. We're currently at $10 million, so we got like another $9 million to save up. And guess who that is? That's Kevin Zeitler. That's who they're gonna cut. They're gonna make a few other cuts. They may try to make a go at Shaquille Barrett. Who knows? I believe they're gonna try to get Kyle Van Noy, and that's gonna be about it for free agency, people. So don't expect some huge splash signings all over the place, because they're gonna get their playmakers in the draft. I promise you that. That's what I got from the press conference. They're gonna get our playmakers through the draft. So look for the first round pick. It may be Pitts, it may be Bateman, it may be Waddle. If Waddle drops, I think they're gonna take Waddle, hands down. Don't look for them to trade back. That's not what they do. So we're gonna take the best player available at 11. So that's what I got from the press conference today, man. They're gonna go about how they've always gone about it. They're gonna get the best player available, and they're gonna use that player to the best of his ability. Whatever he brings to the table, they're gonna put it in schematically in a defense or the offense, and they're gonna use it to their advantage. That's what they do. We have a great coaching staff here. We teach, and we get work from our players, and we've built a way better culture. Our players don't quit anymore. They actually want to be here, and they actually want to play. So that's what I got from the press conference, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Big Pat Sports Talk. You know, I'm going to talk my talk no matter what anybody thought. Until the next episode, peace.